Good evening. No, I'm sorry. It's actually good morning in South Africa, but if it's good evening wherever you are, hope you are well. And I think we are just a day away from, or 2 days away from crossing over. Today we have another podcast that we're going to be sharing with you, and that we're going to be helping you cross over. It's just a simple chat with Kelly Ntebe, and so that you can be able to think differently, take advantage of the time that you have by yourself. Take advantage of time that you have by yourself, where you can only think about yourself, your family, your plans for the future, and how you want to improve and what you want to improve in your life. So without any further ado, this is Life Academy with Kelly Ntebe and friends, and Kelly Ntebe is up next. Thank you. Good morning. My name is Kelly Ntebe. Welcome to the Life Academy with Kelly Ntebe and friends. So we've been posting some of our podcasts on some of the platforms that have been made available, like your Apple podcast and your Spotify, and a few podcasts that are out there that have been used. So today I decided to sit down and let me talk about something with you guys before we can actually jump over into the next year. Something to close off the year, reflecting back from where we've been, what we've been going through, things that we're going through. Yesterday, the president of South Africa was announcing we're going back to level 3, and they call it the second wave. The number of people are dying. Yet there are confusing reports about whether this thing is authentic or whatsoever. That's basically some of the stuff that I really want to touch on, but not really talk about. But basically what I would like to talk about, and I'll probably touch on some of these things that I've mentioned, which is none of the things that I like to get involved in. Something like your politics and things like that. Now, I deal with life politics, not party-based politics. So recently I wrote something and I shared it with my WhatsApp friends and people on Facebook, Instagram, even on TikTok as well. So I just wanted to touch on that, just a little, elaborate a little bit from where I'm coming from with the notion that I'm sharing. It goes this way. The crossover into 2021 is just around the corner. Remember, the countdown starts just after 12 midnight. Don't waste your time. Make every second of 2020 count. So a lot of time we hear people, we get crazy about the idea, say, on the 31st, around 11 or whatever time, we're going to do the countdown, we're going to do everything. But the reality of the matter is that countdown starts midnight, just after, when we just count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year. The countdown starts there. You understand? There's no pause. There's no pause in time where it's going to wait for you to come back after 3 months where you found yourself, where you've had the fun, dealt with the hangover, things like you've lost 3 months. A lot of people say, it's still January, I want to relax, I want to take my time. No. When everything starts, we work hard so that by the time we get to the end, we can relax, and those are some of the things that I wanted to share, because a lot of people, we get stuck, and procrastination feeds in easily in that situation where you are like, okay, no, I'm actually going to start with my studies somewhere there in Feb, when I start submitting for assignments, things of that nature. No, let me relax, let me enjoy myself, I'll do the business thing later on, things of that nature. No, it doesn't work like that, my friends. You need to start working immediately. By now, you need to know what is your goals, what are you planning to do, how did you finish off last year, what are the key things that you need to revisit and work on, and be able to kickstart your year on a buzz, on a high note, so that when you get to something like mid-year and all of that, you are already having time to do stock taking and check what is it that you missed out, what is it that you can add, what is it that you need to ignore. So if you don't have a plan, you're gonna find yourself at the point where it's end of the year and you got nothing. This year, so many things happened. 2020 happened, Corona happened, and we went in and we faced the challenges, lockdown, losing some of the people that are close to us, and we're still not safe ourselves, And for me particularly, I went through a whole lot of things. I thought to myself, okay, let me register with school and study, things of that nature. While I was still there, certain things that were beyond my control took place. Had accidents, my car broke down, things of that nature, and a whole lot of things that some of them are so personal to me that I can't share openly, but things were not going so well, And again, comes to saying to you now, as you're going through to the year, always bear in mind that there are those unforeseen circumstances that are going to hit you, and you need to stay strong. You need to stay high. I nearly lost my mind. I thought I'm cursed. I thought things are not going well. It's that situation. You fix that happens. You fix that happens. A whole lot of things were happening in my life at that time, and it was this year still, And for the fact that I'm able to stand here and speak to you about it, it means a lot to me. For me, it's an achievement to say, I didn't allow life to go down with me. Those situations that happened, and I'm still stuck in some of those situations. But it doesn't mean I need to sit back and say, oh my God, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can look at. There's no one who's out there to help me. I need to keep pushing. And the reason why I want to keep pushing, or what's making me to be able to keep pushing, it's the fact that I've been planning, working hard, preparing myself for such situations. The sad part is that when it hits hard, you cannot forget some of the plans and all of that. But because it's your life, you're used to it. You are able to go to sleep in pain, struggling with certain things. But when you wake up with your eyes open, high up, and wanting to fix whatever problem is there, looking for new plans. Make that thing your lifestyle. Make it part of you. You understand? Waking up, working hard, planning for the future, associating yourself with the right people around you. I've learned new things. Even friends, they turn their backs against you. I always spoke about that. I always taught about that. But there's certain friends that you always keep in that safe room and say, these ones, I know these ones, I've got them. Come a long way, or we've experienced this together, things of that nature. You start seeing people in a different way. Even the very ones that you trust so much. You need to learn to be self-sustaining. You need to learn to be independent. Whatever the cost, whatever it takes. Never rely on the next person. Never rely on someone else. Even someone that you believe in, they can be in a position to want to help you. But if situations don't allow them, it doesn't mean you need to as well give up and say, no one can be able to help me, no one can do anything for me. I'm lost, I'm shattered. How am I going to be able to bounce back? There is a bounce back. Right now, we are on lockdown. Again, South Africa. And this is an opportunity for you to go back to that drawing board. It's never too late, trust me. But when you start early, it works to your advantage. Go back. Look at your plans. Look at how far you've gone. Check what is it that you wanted to do last year you couldn't achieve. Figure out if it's still important to go for it or to go for something else. If you've got children, have a plan for your children. Where do you want to see them in the next coming 6 years? What are the things that you want to do for them in the next coming 6 years? Have plans for yourself, your family, your partner. You understand? To say, I know my partner wants to be supported in this manner. What is it that will I be able to do or to help them achieve? So have your plans, sit down. Lockdown is going to cut us down to stay in the house. That's time for you to think. That's time for you to reflect. You understand? You might be 2-3 months delayed if you start now, but you're much better than someone that is going to start in February. You understand? Already, I've got a schedule for January. I'm going to be jumping in, trying to fix certain things that have been a struggle to me, especially last year. Even on my studies, there's certain things that I need to work on, even on my business, even at work as well. So you need to make time to yourself. You need to sit down and reflect on what is it that you want to do and what you want to achieve. Let me tell you something in closing. If you don't make time for yourself, you don't invest in yourself, if you don't prioritize yourself, you can never be any help to anyone. God bless you. Take care. My name is Kelly Ntebe. This is Life Academy with Kelly Ntebe. Yes. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you followed me, the group, the podcast, and hope that you still be available next year on January. Throughout the year, you've got your plans lined up, you're preparing yourself, you're thinking about the critical things in your life, and starting to set them out properly according to your strengths. Do a SWOT analysis and check what is it that you are able to do, what is it that you're not able to do. Find a coach, find a mentor. Let's make 2021 a year to remember. I think 2021, it's not going to be as fast as we hope it would be. There's certain things that I think are still going to be hiccups for us, especially COVID-19 and the job securities and all of that. But plan. You can never plan enough. And let's start going back to the habits of saving money for rainy days. We've seen what COVID did. A lot of people lost their jobs. Companies got closed, and we needed to find ways to survive. I believe some of the people are in big debts now. Sure, it's bad, but there is a comeback. If only you set your mind to it and you work on it and you invest in it, I can tell you. I hope you will write back to me, email me, contact me, whatever, on other platforms. Facebook, I'm there. Twitter, I'm there. And I just want to hear how's your experiences as well. Let's engage. Expect more podcasts coming, more friends of mine talking to us. I've already scheduled a few of the guys that I'm going to be talking to, very influential people, people that have got life experiences, that have been trained for certain expertise. It's going to be an exciting year. I'm dedicating my year in doing these podcasts, and we're going to be having so much fun as we are developing and growing to become better people. You know what? Again, this is me signing out, and I'm not going forever. Here's the thing that I'd like to leave with you. The you of today is currently more powerful than the you of yesterday. And the tomorrow you depends on the decisions that you're going to be making today. God bless you. God be with you. Happy New Year and a safe crossover. Stay home. Wash your hands. Wear your masks. Drive safe on the roads. Let's have fun. Don't get arrested. Thank you. God bless.